the Great Northwoods to the Rockmount Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Well, good morning, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear about plans to improve intersections in Belfast to cut down on the number of bad accidents.
Plus more problems in the ongoing effort to reopen an important trash facility in Hamden.
And lawmakers are considering a bill that would allow high schoolers to arrive to class a little later in the day.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for tuning in on this Friday morning. We made it through another work week, which is always nice. The weather out there, not terrible. Some areas still seeing a little bit of snow this morning. Here in the Bangor area, it's kind of come to an end.
Yep.
The roads are mostly wet, slushy in some areas.
I experienced some flooding in certain
Did you really?
parts, so be careful.
Yeah, watch out for big puddles because the temperatures are also rising and a lot of that snow is melting.
Right.
So I've noticed water going down the streets. We also received a number of notices of schools opening a little later than normal. They're having a delayed opening. A lot of those are up through Lee and the Western Mountains, that sort of thing. So if you live in those areas, you may want to check ahead before you head out for the day.
Here's Devin Biggs.
All righty, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by the Mortuard team of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. They work throughout the state of Maine, serving both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. Some alerts in effect across parts of the state for accumulating snow and other issues that will cause some slippery roads. So they'll need to watch for that this morning until about 7 p.m. this evening for the winter storm warning. Until later this morning at about 9 a.m. for the winter weather advisory. Further down toward the south and out neck of the woods, things are starting to calm down as well. Gale warnings drop at about 7 p.m. this evening. There's a dense fog advisory also that will drop at about 10 a.m. as well. And one more advisory here that we're going to pull up here. This is actually a small craft advisory in this lighter shade of color right here. And that will last as well until at 7 p.m. as we head towards your Friday. So plenty of alerts also in effect. But for now, we've been watching the snow moving in from the southwest, going toward the north and east. And we're still seeing some heavier snowfall in the northern ends of the state. But as the day progresses on, we'll start seeing things calm down in the northern ends of the state. They're seeing a lot of the accumulating snow and additional accumulating snow possible. And that's why they're under alerts up there this morning. But for us, a few more rain showers, but we're going to start losing that as the morning progresses on, as a lot of this tracks from the southwest going to the north and east. So again, by later this afternoon, we'll start to calm down. And the sun will also begin to come out. So futurecast showing some more of that snow in the northern ends of the state. They will calm down later on today. But we'll have to watch for maybe a few passing snow showers later on tonight. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing mostly cloudy skies, but decreasing clouds for the afternoon period. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. 2 people were arrested in Old Town following the execution of a search warrant earlier yesterday. According to the Old Town Police Department, officers served a warrant at 6 South Spring Street to locate 30-year-old Brandy Milan. Police found Milan and 48-year-old Edward Jenek inside the residence. Milan was arrested for failure to appear as well as violation of release conditions. During the search for Milan, Old Town Police observed drug paraphernalia in plain sight, and a second search warrant was issued. Old Town Police were able to locate more than 1,200 gabapentin pills, 14 grams of fentanyl, 29 grams of methamphetamine, and other small quantities of drugs. Milan was charged with aggravated trafficking of drugs and was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. A warrant will be issued for Janek for aggravated trafficking of drugs. The Old Town Police Department was assisted by the Old Town Fire Department and Bangor Police Department's K-9 unit.
Meanwhile, a Calais man has been ordered to serve 5 years in prison for distributing child sex abuse material. 27-year-old Samuel Staples pleaded guilty to sending a photo to the administrator of a social networking group dedicated to sharing child sex abuse material. The photo depicted a sexually explicit image of a prepubescent child. Let me say that again. Prepubescent child. A search was later carried out, and authorities say they found more videos and images of child pornography on Staples' cell phone. Staples pleaded not guilty to the charges in August. Along with 5 years in prison, he'll also have to serve 5 years of supervised release.
Officials say there are plans for a coastal hub city to be getting some much-needed updates along its busiest routes. Devin Dagnall met with officials to learn more.
The city of Belfast is planning to update a few of its intersections along Route 1. According to Mayor Eric Sanders, this comes as a result of residential complaints and an increasing amount of accidents at Route 1 intersections.
We've heard about it for over a decade with just people complaining. rightfully so.
According to the city manager, Aaron Herbig, the prospective Route 1 intersections to be updated are Congress Street, Route 141, and Route 52. Sanders says the updates will include motion-sensing traffic lights as well as walkability safety improvements to the roadways. Herbig says the process for the Congress Street intersection has already begun with secured funding from the federal government.
It's a $675,000 project, fully funded by the federal government, that will basically really improve safety at that intersection of Route 1 with Congress Street and Lower Congress Street. The reason for that is that we've had a lot of expansion over there in that section of town, so we want to make sure that our citizens of Belfast are safe, particularly our children, when they're going through that area.
According to Sanders, the updates to the Congress Street intersection are expected to begin this summer. Sanders says that although Route 141 and 52 intersections are not as far along in the process, they will follow as soon as they possibly can.
Maine DOT has some sort of inner council. They make all the final decisions. So it was certainly guaranteed that they're going to be looking at this as a final decision within this group of people. 2023 may already be baked into their business, but if the modernization is coming, we ask questions like, if you're working on Congress Street this year, can you add this at the same time since you're going to be in the neighborhood?
In Belfast, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news, the pipes inside Bucksport Senior Center's kitchen froze and burst due to the cold snap the state endured last week. The water caused extensive damage to the kitchen, forcing the center to suspend meal service for senior citizens. However, the tight-knit community of Bucksport came together to make sure its seniors got what they needed.
Our local Hannaford has graciously pledged to make enough meals for 75 customers, so they can either be sent out with our volunteer delivery drivers, or customers can come in the dining room and eat here with us, just like they always used to.
Foster says the Hannaford and Bucksport will be providing rotisserie chickens, potato salad, vegetables, and anything else needed to make a complete meal. He also says service expects to be fully restored by next week.
A bill has been introduced to the Maine legislature that would give renters protection from retaliatory evictions. Senator Ann Carney of Cape Elizabeth introduced the bill that was the subject of a public hearing before the Judiciary Committee yesterday. The bill would require a landlord to provide proof that a tenant is being evicted for legal reasons if a tenant formally claims they are being evicted in retaliation or for illegal reasons. The bill would also protect the tenant when a landlord tries to raise rent in a violation of Maine's 45-day notice law. Recent data shows evictions in Maine increased 27% between 2021 and 2022. The bill still faces further work in committee.
High school students in Maine could be starting their school day later if a bill is passed by the legislature. LD 257 would require public school districts to ensure their high schools start no earlier than 8:30 a.m., beginning with the 2024 school year. California was the first state in the nation to pass similar legislation. Some schools in Maine have already made the switch. The bill's sponsor says it will give students the best chance of getting enough sleep and being successful in school.
Penobscot County Cares held a Narcan training event yesterday in an effort to reduce record-high overdose fatalities. Narcan, or naloxone, is a medication used to reverse the effects of opioids and save someone from an overdose. Yesterday's training focused on recognizing the signs of an overdose. Attendees also learned where to obtain Narcan and how to use it.
It comes in a little peel-off pack, and there's 2 in a box. And I know, like we said before, you may not be able to hear it, but when you push the plunger all the way up, you'll hear it release, and you'll know it's ready because you know it's sprayed because the plunger will be all the way up through.
If you'd like to access the Narcan training meeting, head to penobscotcountycares.org.
Senator Susan Collins spoke yesterday from her new position as vice chair of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee to question top national security officials about the Chinese surveillance balloon dilemma. She voiced a variety of concerns, including her opinion that the balloon could have been shot down earlier. She said communications were insufficient and inconsistent between the president's administration and the Defense Command Force regarding the path of the balloon before it was spotted over Montana.
Let me begin by noting the obvious. This was not a harmless weather balloon somehow blown wildly off course, as the Chinese have claimed. This was a serious and blatant attempt by the Chinese to collect valuable data. In fact, a sophisticated spy balloon such as this one provides certain advantages over high-tech satellites. Regarding previous balloons, it's alarming that NORAD and NORTHCOM were apparently unaware of these incidents in real time. That exposes questions about whether there are unacceptable gaps in the military's ability to detect and address potential airborne threats.
Senator Collins' presentation was followed by testimony from 4 officials within the Biden administration regarding their surveillance efforts.
The time is now 6:11. The latest on the effort to reopen a Hamden trash facility and the latest hurdles that are keeping it closed. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Today, we'll see decreasing clouds. Not a bad day at all. Highs will get up around 50 degrees. Perhaps some snow overnight with lows around 21. Tomorrow, a partly cloudy and breezy day with highs near 32.
Did you know that an alpaca item is the most wish-listed gift idea? Stop searching for that perfect gift and start shopping for it at the Blue Alpaca in Belfast. It doesn't matter who's on your gift list, the Blue Alpaca has something for everyone with an incredible selection of alpaca socks, hats, sweaters, even stuffed animals, and more. Shop in-store or online and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. Too much to choose from? Don't worry, the Blue Alpaca also offers gift cards. The Blue Alpaca, feel the difference.
Spend an evening with James Taylor and his all-star band. The American icon is back on tour.
June 27th at Maine Savings Amphitheater.
The multiple Grammy Award-winning James Taylor and a night full of his biggest hits.
Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at waterfrontconcerts.com or Ticketmaster.com.
Spend the night with a friend. James Taylor.
I did my own hair.
You got me?
All we need is glue and hair.
You bet your life.
There you go. Weekdays at 10 on ABC 7.
It takes all types to play Family Feud, the Doghouse Daddy.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn in the bedroom?
Granny panties, Steve.
The Family Blabbermouth.
Grandma's sick of Grandpa falling asleep in the middle of what?
Going to the bathroom.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
The Municipal Review Committee has run into another snag with investors, and now time and money could be running out to reopen Municipal Waste Solutions in Hamden. Our Matthew Juronsik has the story.
The clock is ticking for the Municipal Review Committee to get the trash plant in Hamden up and running again.
The reality of our situation is that we need to resolve this within the next 3 to 6 months, or we will all need to accept the fact that the facility will not process waste.
The urgency comes after the organization's deal with Revere Capital Investments fell through and expired at the end of January.
We're frustrated that we didn't get the deal closed sooner by now. Like I said, the buyer still has a seat at the table, but where we couldn't get to a closing, we had to go and put solicitation letters out.
At this time, MRC is still in contact with Revere Capital Investments and 9 other companies about a potential partnership. The MRC held a town hall-style meeting earlier this week to update negotiations with Revere Capital and to discuss where they're going from here.
Revere had also requested a change from the original term we had agreed upon, which MRC found unacceptable and could not agree to.
But with so many unknowns, many municipalities are still hopeful that all parties involved will come back to the table and the partnership will work out.
I am very much in favor of the trash plant and very much in favor that it gets going as soon as it can, by whatever means MRC necessary to get it going. And it's not going to be done, apparently, unless government gets involved.
We're going to do everything we can to get this thing going. Stick with it. We'll get it done. And, numbers speak volumes. So, we're going to get this thing done.
The committee said in Monday's meeting that it hopes to find a partner and close the deal by mid-April. In Hamden, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, the permitting process is underway for a major renovation on the Castine waterfront. A Maine Maritime Academy spokesperson says MMA will be receiving a new purpose-built training ship known as the National Security Multi-Mission Vessel. This ship will be replacing the Academy's current training ship, the State of Maine. We are told the new ship will also bear the same name. In preparation for the new vessel, Maine Maritime Academy will undergo a modernization of its existing pier, including upgrades to accommodate the state-of-the-art technology on the new ship, including advanced emissions control and reduced sound levels. Renovations are scheduled to begin this summer and will take around 9 months to complete. So that's an exciting time for them.
Definitely. Well, the time now is 6:16. After the break, we'll have an update about the highly contagious avian flu that has been spiking egg prices for months now.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Here was a healthy woman lying dead in her bed.
This is a case that has everything.
Passion, betrayal, and murder. And what was in this secret letter she left behind?
That changed everything.
2020, tonight on ABC.
Why are 93% of Sleep Number sleepers very satisfied with their bed? Maybe it's because you can gently raise your partner's head to help relieve snoring. So you can both stay comfortable all night. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 Limited Edition Smart Bed. Ends Monday.
Taylor Events and Equipment Rental in Bangor for all your wedding and events, tents, tables, chairs, and more. Also, see us for your home project equipment rentals. Taylor Events and Equipment Rental, 1179 Hammond Street in Bangor. Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
The risk for highly pathogenic avian flu remains high in Maine. That's according to the Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry. They're urging backyard flock and commercial operators to prevent contact between domestic birds and wild birds. They suggest bringing your birds indoors and ensuring their outdoor areas are fully enclosed. Since February of 2022, avian influenza has been found in 17 Maine backyard flocks across the state. 4 properties, 2 in Hancock County and 1 each in Kennebec County and Washington County, are currently under quarantine.
That's kind of scary, and it's right here in the area, too.
Right.
So
it's a local
precautions
aspect.
Now.
Yeah.
All right, let's real quickly, we'll take a look outside. I think we have one of our webcams ready. If we can check that out, it's coming to us from Rockport this morning. Check that out. Kind of a pretty scene there. A little while ago, the snow was coming down there still, but it looks like it's getting a little quieter. A little bit of fog off the coast.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
A blue morning in Rockport.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
As the day goes along, it looks like we'll see more sunshine. So for more on that, let's turn things over to Devin for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast sponsored by the More True team of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. They work throughout the state of Maine, serving both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We have winter storm warnings in the northern end of the state till about 7 p.m. later this evening, with a winter weather advisory dropping at about 9 a.m. later this morning as well. Some snow and a little bit of an icy mix taking place in some spots, but not so much further down toward the south because we switched over to rain over by the Bangor area, but also some reductions in visibility because of fog. This right here is a dense fog advisory until 10 a.m. this morning, a gale warning until 7 p.m. later this evening as well, and one more advisory will pull up as well. which is a small craft advisory, which is located right about in here in this other shade of color here, and now lasts until about 7 p.m. this evening as well. So multiple advisories that we are tracking out there this morning. But a lot of this is tracking from the west going toward the east. We've had snow falling, and a lot of it now in the northern ends of the state. We had to move through Bangor earlier. It transitioned to rain, and still a few scattered rain showers, at least during the early morning period today. But as the day progresses on, we'll become mostly cloudy with less clouds during the afternoon period. As this area of low pressure begins to move away, we'll start seeing the clouds clear up as well. It will then become partly cloudy in the later afternoon period and overnight. But of course, our snow depth, we're up to 20 inches of snow at the moment over in the Caribou area. Over in Bangor, we've dropped a little bit down to about 5 inches. With any rain, that's probably not going to help the snow depth much, but we will see a little bit more snow in the northern ends of the state as they continue to see some snow. But Futurecast showing more snowfall in the northern ends of the state for us today. Anything for us is pretty much starting to back off. Even the clouds breaking up by the late afternoon. Into the evening time frame, pretty much becoming partly cloudy later tonight. A few scattered snow showers cannot be ruled out overnight either. Those will be gone throughout the day for your Saturday. The clouds break up during the afternoon period, so sunshine will be abundant as well, especially during the afternoon period. And overall, a mostly clear to partly cloudy sky in general as we head towards Saturday night and also in your Sunday. Any additional snowfall will not be a big deal at all, mainly in the northern ends of the state where a few more inches could fall. Anything for us, not so much moving forward, even with the scattered snow showers possible tonight in a few spots. Any additional rainfall, not expected to be a whole lot either. This kind of takes into account the snowfall as well, measured in water. And notice for us, not a whole lot expected either moving forward. Your forecast for today, 49 degrees. Decreasing clouds will be the general idea. That west wind at about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 21 degrees, partly cloudy with a few snow showers possible. That west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, 32 degrees, partly cloudy and breezy out there. That west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by the More True team of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. We're partly cloudy on Sunday as well, with highs in the lower 40s, mid-30s Monday with a mostly cloudy sky, and a few more snow showers on the way for your Tuesday, highs in the upper 30s.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on road.
Catch these offers while you can.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Wow, like the kids, the bills are getting bigger every month.
I know. From childcare to heat to electric. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We need to cut. Let's pay this one next month.
Not sure we can. We already cut everything. And now electricity prices are going up because natural gas prices are up.
What are we gonna do? We need help.
I heard that the PUC's website has information about financial assistance and conservation programs.
We've never asked for help before.
I know.
But this year things are different.
Now, your car used to be his car.
A vandalized vehicle leads to twisted logic.
You were actually referring to this BMW as your car.
D'Anthony prostituted me when I was only 17 years old.
He was a pimp. Therefore, you are really the owner of the BMW because it was paid from money that you earned.
Yes.
This case has become more interesting as we've progressed.
Right.
Next, Judge Judy.
Friday at 5, only on ABC 7.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on road.
Catch these offers while you can.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back, everyone. We turn now to the developing story in the special counsel probe into former President Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. Former Vice President Mike Pence has been served a subpoena to testify in that investigation. It comes less than 3 months after Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed former Justice Department prosecutor Jack Smith as special counsel to oversee the ongoing criminal investigations into the former president. Faith Abube is in Washington with more.
This morning, new signs that the sweeping investigation into the role former President Donald Trump and his allies played in the January 6th Capitol attack is now intensifying.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Special counsel Jack Smith, appointed by the Attorney General just last November to oversee the January 6th probe, wants former Vice President Mike Pence to testify under oath. Multiple sources telling ABC News that after months of negotiating with the former vice president's attorneys, Smith has issued a subpoena to compel Pence's testimony. Former U.S. Attorney Barbara McQuaid on MSNBC.
And so I think the things that Donald Trump said to Mike Pence that could reveal whether he knew he had actually lost the election and that what he was doing was an improper effort to retain office.
Pence faced enormous pressure from Trump and his allies to overturn the 2020 election results.
I hope Mike is going to do the right thing. I hope so.
A mob of Trump supporters later storming the U.S. Capitol after Pence made it clear he would certify the election tally for Joe Biden. In a November interview with ABC News, Pence called Trump's words on January 6th reckless.
The president's words that day at the rally endangered me and my family and everyone at the Capitol building.
But it's still unclear whether the former vice president will comply with the special counsel's subpoena.
It's a big deal in the sense that it's part of the Justice Department and more specifically special counsel Jack Smith's promise to overturn every stone.
And a spokesperson for Pence did not immediately respond to an ABC News request for comment, and the special counsel's office declined to speak on the matter. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Rescue efforts continue around the clock for people trapped this week by the devastating earthquakes in Syria and Turkey. The death toll has passed 20,000 people. Thousands more have been left homeless with nowhere to go in the freezing cold. But they aren't giving up hope. Days after the quake, rescuers continue to save lives as they dig through the rubble. New video shows a woman and her son being pulled from the debris days after the quake leveled entire towns. More than 120,000 emergency workers from 75 countries are now on the ground helping with the relief effort.
Meanwhile, the two biggest earthquakes, which happened before dawn on Monday, brought down thousands of apartment buildings on people while they slept. As the search for survivors continues and the path to rebuilding lays ahead, Mainers are now reaching across the world to do what they can to make a difference. Partners for World Health says every year they send shipments of supplies to their partners in Syria. Now the group says it's expediting planned shipments to increase their support. They say they're also working with partners to find ways to support people in need in Turkey.
We're just ready here in Portland in our little city and ready to get our supplies internationally. It's something we're familiar with and something that we're capable of doing. So we're happy to do the work and kind of jump into action.
If you want to help out, go to partnersforworldhealth.org, and they're just one of many organizations helping out. I know UNICEF is another one. If you do want to make a donation there, make sure it's like a reputable organization, right. So you'll know that your money is going to where you intended it to go.
It's so disappointing in times like these. A lot of things pop up that can
we see it in floods, tornadoes, all kinds of things like that.
Right.
So
Donate at this link, and
right.
It's not reputable. Yep. Well, still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll have the community calendar packed full of local events occurring today and tomorrow.
More news coming up on Good Morning Maine, and also a special interview with folks from the Maine Audubon and the Maine Discovery Museum. Don't go away.
When it comes to winter footwear, warmth, waterproof, and safety matter most. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport and discover the latest in winter boot technology. We've got boots rated from -60 to 0 degrees Fahrenheit to keep your feet warm in any weather. Check out the new materials guaranteed to keep your feet dry. Relieve the anxiety of slipping and falling this winter with the new Navitech with grippers built right into the sole. Just flip it and clip it and you're ready to go. Be prepared this winter. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
Bangor Floral is your perfect destination this February. Since 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful Valentine's Day gifts for almost 100 years. Featuring new colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets that have warmed hearts for generations. We also strongly support the Buy Local movement by purchasing directly from local farms and suppliers. Bangor Floral, 332 Harlow Street. Experience a flower shop like no other this February.
If you think you're in love with where American Idol is now, I tell you the best is yet to come. You're going to Hollywood!
Every year, our talent does get a little better because it brings people from all over.
Do I think we've found the next big pop star this season? I think we've found the next top 10 pop stars. You've got the magic in you.
American Idol season premiere February 19th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
What are you going to sing today?
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, February 10th, 2023. There are just 38 days until spring.
Cool.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Today is also National Flannel Day. Did you know it has been 400 years since flannel was first created? Some suggest the early origins of flannel could be traced back to Wales during the 16th century when it was known as Welsh cotton. Didn't even have any cotton in it. It was all wool, but they still called it that. It's also said that soldiers in the Civil War also used flannel as undershirts, and they would become popular in the 20th century and have also become a symbol of ruggedness, as it's mostly worn by blue-collar workers and people running for president and things like that.
It's very
they always wear
layerable.
flannel.
Yeah.
So
it's a great layer. My go-to outfit on off days is a sweatshirt and a flannel.
Yeah, I love flannel.
It. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, I mean, my family has Scotch ancestry, so I think we can go back and find our tartan, which technically we consider flannel now. I don't think historically.
The patterns are similar anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, on this day in history, in 1940, the first Tom and Jerry cartoon was released by MGM. And in 1962, captured American U-2 spy plane pilot Gary Powers was exchanged for Soviet spy Rudolf Abel. In 1968, American two-time champion Peggy Fleming won the Olympic women's gold medal. And in 1996, Deep Blue became the first computer to win a chess game against a reigning world champion. However, Garry Kasparov would go on to win the match 4-2.
Yeah, he got beaten, I think, like twice
by AI.
there.
Yeah,
by AI,
crazy.
so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Today's birthdays include singer Roberta Flack, who turns 85. Actress Laura Dern is 55. Good Morning America host George Stephanopoulos is 61. And Olympic swimmer Mark Spitz is 72. We have 2 Olympians in our midpoint today.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, let's get right into weather here.
Sounds good. Here's Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by the Mortrude team of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. They work throughout the state of Maine, serving both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. Some alerts in effect across parts of the state for accumulating snow and other issues that will cause some slippery roads. So they'll need to watch for that this morning until about 7 p.m. this evening for the winter storm warning. Until later this morning at about 9 a.m. for the winter weather advisory. Further down toward the south and out neck of the woods, things are starting to calm down as well. Gale warnings drop at about 7 p.m. this evening. There's a dense fog advisory also that will drop at about 10 a.m. as well. And one more advisory here that we're going to pull up here. This is actually a small craft advisory in this lighter shade of color right here. And that will last as well until at 7 p.m. as we head towards your Friday. So plenty of alerts also in effect. But for now, we've been watching the snow moving in from the southwest, going toward the north and east. And we're still seeing some heavier snowfall in the northern ends of the state. But as the day progresses on, we'll start seeing things calm down in the northern ends of the state. They're seeing a lot of the accumulating snow and additional accumulating snow possible possible, and that's why they're under alerts up there this morning. But for us, a few more rain showers, but we're going to start losing that as the morning progresses on, as a lot of this tracks from the southwest going to the north and east. So again, by later this afternoon, we'll start to calm down, and the sun will also begin to come out. So Futurecast showing some more of that snow in the northern ends of the state. They will calm down later on today, but we'll have to watch for maybe a few passing snow showers later on tonight. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing mostly cloudy skies, but decreasing clouds for the afternoon period. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, now let's check out that community calendar for events going on today and tomorrow. Still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have your latest with local sports.
We'll be right back.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Special report.
Spectrum just launched Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half-off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
The Husson University Eagles take on the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners in a basketball doubleheader this Saturday, starting at 1 on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Well, it is almost baseball season, and over at Husson, the Eagles are coming off of another NAC championship, and they have their sights set at the top once again. Ryan Sudol has the story.
I mean, our goal is just to win our conference, take it one day at a time, making sure that everybody's on the same page and that everybody's looking to get better every day.
Husson Baseball is coming off their third NAC conference title in a row, and their focus on the four-peat is already at a fever pitch in February.
The NAC's going to be really competitive this year. There's some great programs, I think, who have made some strides, and we're going to have to play our best baseball down the stretch.
The Eagles will really have to step up their game since losing their ace and their starting catcher, but the carousel of talent has been constant year after year.
Here at Husson, we've always had a great tradition of just a great group of guys, great group of young guys, and a good mix of older guys as well that kind of showing them the ropes. It's going to be fun.
12 out of the Eagles' first 15 opponents made NCAA regionals last year. Head coach Chris Morris says it's a great move for the team, even if the wins don't pile up.
We've said this since I've got here, we're going to play the best teams. And I think when you do that, it's good and bad, right? You play really well, it's a good thing. But also, good competition shows you what you need to get better at. And you're going to have great coaching staffs as well with that, so it helps me as a coach to make sure that we're getting ourselves prepared.
And with snow still on the ground, the Eagles' prep will be indoors for a while. But that has proven to be an advantage in their fundamentals.
I've seen it on the other side where you've been outside a lot and you kind of forget those little things. And, we really think that that's been a key to our success over the past couple of years, is just how good we've been fundamentally throughout the entire year. We kind of view it as a huge advantage for us.
As for what it will take to win yet another NAC title, the Eagles are taking it one day at a time.
We just try to win each day, and that's what we've been focusing on. Win each day, get better each day. It's just going to transfer over.
Doing everything we can, playing Husson baseball, putting a bunt down, moving runners around, playing good defense. If we continue to do that, we'll be in the right place.
In Bangor, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Let's do that basketball thing now. We'll hit the hardwood. We've got 2 days left in the regular season for high school hoops, so we will begin our coverage here with a big Class AA girls matchup over in Hamden. Broncos, last game of the season for them, hosting the Oxford Hills Vikings. They're in the top spot of the region. Oxford Hills looking to finish the season hot, too, in that top spot. First quarter, Hamden's Lucy Wiles with a great pass to Bella McLaughlin, makes a nice move inside, count it, and one. Broncos strike first. Later, Vikings with it. Ella Pelletier shoots it to Tristan Derenberger in the corner. She's going to drain that corner three. First quarter, back and forth. Here is Hamden again. Wiles to McLaughlin to Caitlin Murphy. She steps in for the long two, and she buries it. Finally, Pelletier. She's going to find Sierra Carson on the wing. She pulls up, and she nails the deep 3-2. Broncos would lead after one, but the Vikings win 54-36. All right, let's head over to Brewer now. Across the river matchups tonight, girls playing in Brewer. We'll pick this one up in the second half, which is down but fighting. The freshman Jillian Ford gets in the lane and gets the bucket to go. Emmy Streams now. Quick crossover into the Euro step in for two. Back to Brewer. This time it's Ford again from three. She's going to get the three to fall. Big night for the freshman, but this was all Rams on Thursday. Carmen Maddox, she's going to get her own rebound and get the reverse to fall. Real nice play from the senior. Here she is again, a quick pass to Abby Quinn. She gets the layup to go, and then we will cap it off with streams. Just money from the outside from Taylor Coombs. Bangor wins it 85-29. All right, let's go across the river now to Red Barry. Brewer and Bangor boys both wrapping up their seasons with the rivalry game, which is trying to rebound off of their first loss of the year. First quarter, Brady Saunders gets in the lane. He is too tough inside, gets that one to fall. Then for Bangor, it's Matt Holmes, spots up and sinks the triple. On the other end we go. It's Evan Netto from Ryder Goodwin. Catch and shoot from the corner. All three of those rattles that one home. Wyatt Stevens here finds Connor Boone. He's going to finish the job on the break. Great finish from the senior, but Brewer was too much. Here's Brock Flagg getting in the lane. Nice Euro step right there, the hoop and the harm. Brewer wins it 64-50. All right, let's move on now. We are just a few days away from the big game, Chiefs and Eagles. And on Wednesday morning, 86-year-old Maine native Don Chrisman hopped on a flight and headed west for his 57th straight Super Bowl. Don's a Kennebunk native and a die-hard Pats fan, and he's in a unique fraternity. They believe there are only 3 fans that have been to every single Super Bowl. He is heading out to Arizona with his daughter Sue, the same travel companion as he's had the last few years, and he just hopes that his streak can continue.
I keep saying I'm going to give up, but then I get there's something inside that says you got to go. I'm afraid if I think if I gave it up and when a day went by, then I'd brush it off and it's over. But until you get to, as long as you have the opportunity to get there, you kind of keep trying.
That's an awesome story right there. I hope there's many more in his future. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Melissa from Fields Pond and Audubon Center and Trudy from Maine Discovery Museum, and they're here to talk about the fun family activity for this Saturday. Can you talk about what's going on Saturday?
Sure, I'd love to. So we're hosting Winter Fun Day, which is going to be at Fields Pond Audubon Center. It's in Holden. Yep. And we're excited that we're going to be able to have this family fun activities free for all of our participants and our community. And we are going to be doing all kinds of fun activities outside in the winter. One of the highlights will be a snowshoe hike and a winter ecology to look for winter tracks. Yep. So we're excited to have people join us at different times during the program. It runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Some other activities we'll have inside will be, we have this lovely giveaway to, you can sign up to win during the day.
Looks like some bird seed, a feeder, a couple of stuffed
stuffed animals.
Yep, and there's a great book back here about snowy owls, which
Cool.
is part of our Snowy Owl Story Walk. That's up, that you can also explore the day that if you come out and join us on Winter Fun Day.
Awesome.
And we're also excited to have our partner with us with Maine Discovery Museum. So Trudy's going to be helping us with our indoor activities. Would you like to tell us about those?
Well,
we have a cool display here.
Yes, I brought some of the fun stuff that we'll
Yeah.
be doing. So we've been partnering with Fields Pond for many, many years. We're good friends in the nonprofit community, and we do stuff together to support families so they have fun and learn and explore. And we don't have any outdoor spaces, so that's not our jam. But we do science. So I am bringing a very cool science activity for indoors in case the kids need a little break or they want to spend some time exploring and experimenting, and I'm bringing an ice rescue. So, so we have these like frozen, unfortunate little creatures that
Our hot lights have melted
that
it a
are
little
frozen
bit. Yeah.
in an ice puck, which is very apropos of the season right now.
Yeah.
And then children can experiment with different liquids and chemicals to free them or rescue them and learn about the science of ice and snow.
Depending on different elements, it may melt it faster or slower. Is that kind
yes,
of
it's actually, the science is freezing point depression, and the short answer how that works is science.
Science.
And the long answer is happening at Fields Pond. So if you want to really find out what's going on and how this all works, you come join us for Family Fun Day at Fields Pond this Saturday.
Sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on. So she's part of the indoor activities. Yes. So and snowshoeing outside. Can you tell what else is going on?
Right. So also indoor, we have some students from the University of Maine. They're from the Wildlife Society. They're coming to help us talk about our. It's a wildlife trunk with all kinds of pelts and skulls and other tracks in there that they can look at. And then we're also going to have the Girl Scouts come, and they're going to be doing an activity with rescue. I guess it's like a rescue rope that you can use and design on your own and all different kinds of.
I think I've seen the bracelets before. Yeah.
Yes. So they'll be there with us, and we also will have some people from our Gilsland Farm location come up and talk about membership, and if that's something you're interested in, and joining us in our conservation activities with Fields Pond and Maine Audubon in general, that would be great.
That's awesome. I've definitely noticed, because this is a free event, right? This is open for everybody. But I've noticed that you guys do so many different events at Fields Pond, and there is a good price reduction if you're already a member.
That's so true. Yeah, it's usually 20% off of all of our programming, and then you also get 10% off in our gift store.
Right. And it's so valuable because you guys are a nonprofit.
Exactly.
Yep.
And the other really nice thing is you get kind of the heads up on all of our programming. So as things are becoming available, you're going to get an email right in your email box that's going to tell you what's going on at all of our locations.
Awesome. Yeah, so people will be prepared. I guess that's all the details people need. So Saturday, when was it?
10 to 2.
10 to 2.
Yep. We're over there at Fields Pond Audubon Center. We're at 216 Fields Pond Road.
Cool. And the chance to win all sorts of cool stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Melissa, Trudy, thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for having us.
We'll have to have you on with, lizards and spiders and stuff soon?
I can't promise spiders,
okay.
but probably a lizard or two.
Fingers crossed on the lizards. Sounds good. Thank you, guys. We'll throw it over to weather.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast sponsored by the More True team of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. They work throughout the state of Maine, serving both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We have winter storm warnings in the northern ends of the state till about 7 p.m. later this evening, with a winter weather advisory dropping at about 9 a.m. later this morning as well. Some snow and a little bit of an icy mix taking place in some spots, but not so much further down toward the south because we switched over to rain over by the Bangor area, but also some reductions in visibility because of fog. This right here is a dense fog advisory until 10 a.m. this morning, a gale warning until 7 p.m. later this evening as well, and one more advisory will pull up as well, which is a small craft advisory, which is located right about in here in this other shade of color here, and now will last until about 7 p.m. this evening as well. So multiple advisories that we are tracking out there this morning. But a lot of this is tracking from the west going toward the east. We've had snow falling, and a lot of it now in the northern ends of the state. We had to move through Bangor earlier. It transitioned to rain, and still a few scattered rain showers, at least during the early morning period today. But as the day progresses on, we'll become mostly cloudy with less clouds during the afternoon period as this area of low pressure begins to move away. We'll start seeing the clouds clear up as well. It will then become partly cloudy in the later afternoon period and overnight. But of course, our snow depth, we're up to 20 inches of snow at the moment over in the Caribou area. Over in Bangor, we've dropped a little bit down to about 5 inches. With any rain, that's probably not going to help the snow depth much, but we will see a little bit more snow in the northern ends of the state as they continue to see some snow. But Futurecast showing more snowfall in the northern ends of the state for us today. Anything for us is pretty much starting to back off. Even the clouds breaking up by the late afternoon. Into the evening time frame, pretty much becoming partly cloudy later tonight. A few scattered snow showers cannot be ruled out overnight either. Those will be gone throughout the day for your Saturday. The clouds break up during the afternoon period, so sunshine will be abundant as well, especially during the afternoon period. And overall, a mostly clear to partly cloudy sky in general as we head towards Saturday night and also in your Sunday. Any additional snowfall will not be a big deal at all, mainly in the northern ends of the state where a few more inches could fall. Anything for us, not so much moving forward, even with the scattered snow showers possible tonight in a few spots. Any additional rainfall not expected to be a whole lot either. This kind of takes into account the snowfall as well, measured in water. Notice for us, not a whole lot expected either moving forward. Your forecast for today, 49 degrees. Decreasing clouds will be the general idea. That west wind at about 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 21 degrees, partly cloudy with a few snow showers possible. That west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, 32 degrees, partly cloudy and breezy out there. That west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by the More True team of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. We're partly cloudy on Sunday as well, with highs in the lower 40s, mid-30s Monday with a mostly cloudy sky, and a few more snow showers on the way for your Tuesday, highs in the upper 30s.
We answered some questions on Angie. Contractors pop up on your screen.
You can read other people's experiences. To me, Angie is a time saver.
I scheduled it right then and there.
Get started at Angie.com today.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out. Watch out. The insurance company's job is to do what's best for them, not you. Watch out. If you wait too long to hire a lawyer, it may hurt your case.
Don't trust that insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on a lot of money. Call the Twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry and Associates watched out for me and got me $150,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub. Precise measuring means the perfect fit. The Bathfitter tub-over-tub process means no mess or stress. A custom-made tub and seamless wall mean a watertight fit. Premium acrylic means it lasts a lifetime. And all this together means a great value. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50, but it's gonna take some planning.
What can you do for me?
Make sure your money lives as long as you do. The younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Tell me something true.
I'm a yoga instructor. You?
I'm a pageant queen.
Some popular restaurant chains are celebrating Super Bowl Sunday with some free food.
Fans can score free wings at Applebee's when they get their order delivered or to go by using the code BIGGAME23. The order has to be $40 or more. Buffalo Wild Wings will give away free wings on February 27th if the game goes into overtime. McDonald's is also encouraging customers to order online by offering free 20-piece chicken nuggets with an order greater than $15.
We all like free food, not a bad thing. I'm going to my brother's house. He's going to give me some free food.
That counts as free food too.
I think he's smoking meat.
I know. I heard him talk about it yesterday.
So he's got a smoker. He's getting pretty good at it too.
That's exciting.
Any plans for the Super Bowl?
Nope.
No?
Nope, I'm boring.
I'll probably watch the pregame, then I have to go to bed at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to Maine Pawtucket Classic tomorrow if it's still on.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, hopefully it should be a good day for that.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, that's all for this hour. We'll continue broadcasting on Fox 22.
If you're heading out for the day, we hope you have a great day.
It would appear that the butler did it.
But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Now get a low $2.99 per month lease on road.
Catch these offers while you can.
When Mainly Mercantile wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Mainly Mercantile is a venue of small businesses. We are a diverse group offering upcycled furniture and home decor, vintage items, jewelry, DIY creative products, made in Maine items, and souvenirs.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business